I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA's Review. Today is March 19, Tuesday, 2024. Hope you had a good day today. So we discussed this yesterday, and let me show you. So yesterday I was saying that we would come back down, right? We would retrace and wipe out some buyers and then pop back up, right? So obviously I didn't go deep enough. And then I kind of missed the ball on the opening of the week, which was that liquidity that we built on the Sunday night open, right? But this is the idea, right? So you're retracing back to take the buyers out and then balance price and then come back up to wipe out all the sellers in the process, right? So pretty on point, not too shabby. And with that logic, so you have to understand that obviously, going to come a little deeper. But if you looked and you watched that video yesterday, it'll make sense. But we were talking about how clean those lows were when we had that gap, right? So everybody and their mom got in there at that night, Sunday night, pretty much. So that's why they came up. They took out the liquidity to the left, and then they're coming back down to wipe out. So at this point, I understand at 9:30 here, we're either going to go up or down from here, right? So what we do is we pull down, right? I'm bullish, so I'm not bearish at one sense of it. So price shoots down. I do take this buy here because it was a nice trade if it panned out. But when I take this buy right here, the problem is that I know I'm in a situation where it'll come for the 8:30 lows, right? And obviously the gap. So obviously that didn't pan out. And when did I know that it didn't pan out? Well, when we popped up here and we didn't take out that high, that was a good sign that we were still coming back down. So that was kind of like a lower high in a way. And then price started shooting down, right? So no problem, right? Price comes down, gets into the gap now. Perfect. That's what I want to see. So we sweep the bottom, right? And let me just kind of show you here. Well, so you can see to the left. See that? See those low. Let me zoom in for you here. You can see. I'm sure you know this already, but you can see when we gapped, low, 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 rejection, all completely clean, right? Like this forced people in, right? So when we come down here, all right, all we're doing is we're just sweeping all that, right? So go to a 1 minute, and I'll go back to this. So when I understand that we've now swept with this candle right here, we get a bullish candle, a little engulfing, whatever, retraces back 50%, below 50% though. But as soon as that comes back up, manual trade, I'm in, right? Then pops up again, comes back down, does not break that candle, that low candle, right? Perfect, beautiful. If we're in an oversold area, we've got confluence of the actual gap. This isn't a random place, obviously, right? And then what are my targets on the top side? You want to pause the video and you tell yourself where is the targets on the top side. Okay, so that's going to be obviously the opening range gap here, right? We had the high from the 930, obviously, right? Let me go into it. So high of the 930 here. What else do we have targets? We have plenty of targets, but we have the opening range, the whole gap, right? We have the first 50% of it. We have this gap right there. This is super game, but on the 15-minute, you can't really see it. I can zoom in for you, but I'll show you. I'll show you here. Where is it? Oh. All right. Let's zoom in for you. See that gap right there? All right, see that gap? That was my minimum target right there. That gap right there on the 15-minute. And you can see it on the 1 minute actually. Right there. See that? Let me zoom in for you. See that gap right there? That gap. I don't draw everything out. So and that gap right there, also minimum target right there. and so on. So as we're going up again, go back to this. So we pop up, we come back all the way down. First of all, my stop loss is still here. Okay, I've moved it since we've moved up. I've moved it to now this low. I'm not gonna get tight on my shit until it's gone. And then when it's gone, that's when I put it to here. So when the price is coming down here, it's back right into the gap. I'm not worried about it. I'm not freaking out. I'm not worried that I let this go all the way back. I know where we're going. I fucking told you guys yesterday. So hopefully you ate on that. But so price makes a new high, and all this is just built liquidity, pops right through, pops right in. Now my dog fucking been throwing up, man, and shitting like hella early. So I had to go to the vet and take him. I screenshot it here because this is my minimum target. And then after that is this next gap that I just showed you, right? I just showed you about it, right? What do you call it? I got multiple gaps that I'm fishing for. That one right there. See that? See that one right there? See that one right there? There's nothing there. There's no wick or nothing. So that's another target. And as we're going up, we have obviously the liquidity itself, right? So if you look on the 15-minute, you can see these tweezer tops right here. See that? Nice and clean. That's another target. What was the real target? This high that they made at in the London session at 4:45 p.m. So that was the real target, really. But what was a minimum target is here, this area right here. Obviously this high, right? But for me personally, that gap was the first target. All right, you see that right there. See how I got it dried out right there. See, it's right there on the target. So that's so I screenshot it here, and then I ended up having to manage the trade on the phone while I was driving and shit. But trailing aggressively here, and yeah, man, fucking. I mean, you know, I told you this was gonna happen yesterday, and all retail traders were trying to sell this. All retail traders were trying to sell down. Told you guys it would pop up. So yeah, beautiful shit, man. And sealed that gap up, took out that high, and then we came up to here. Now we're here, man. So where do we go from here? Let's take a look real quick at the other assets. I want to make this video short. They took out their previous day high. See that? Previous day high wiped out. Almost hit their opening gap on S&P. Real shady. Bouncing in between these gaps, shot up, took out the previous day high. Pretty much. That's why I was saying it was a bullish day. Oh, that's what I was trying to tell you. That's the reason why I was saying we'd have a bullish day. Look at that big ass fucking tail. You wouldn't have thought that, huh? But I told you these gaps right here. These gaps right here, I told you there's no body there. So yesterday I thought they would have tried to did it, but when I took that sell, they ended up going all the way down. Would have been a beautiful trade to hold that, but so I was trying to see if yesterday was going to happen like today, where we had a body close. So we're going to be close. Oh, we just closed, right? So you see that? Now we got a body there. But what about this? This doesn't have a body on there. So this tells me that the market might stay up. You know, so whatever the news tomorrow does, right? It could be. Let me hold on before I even say all that. Let me just go to the assets here. So yeah, previous day high. I mean, bruh, you know, that does not look bearish at all, right? I told people that shit was gonna hold, but we are sitting. I mean, look, I mean, this liquidity is gonna get taken on the top side. But the thing is, look at Dow. So Dow came in, got into that imbalance right there. All retail sellers, all retail traders were trying to get below here. Told y'all. Look at, I mean, the fuck sitting. Look at how it's sitting on this gap. Look at it, beautiful. Cannot even break that bitch. But those are retail traders. They don't know what they're doing. But dollar also popped the hell up, right? So that's interesting. But this is more of a, to me, this is more of like an exhaustion pop. I mean, listen, I would like for dollar to go to fuck up, and I would like indices to come down. I would. But I don't know, because you see all this when we pushed up here, dollar has the right to retrace if it's still going to be bullish. Talking about tomorrow, okay? And I should not be guessing something like that anyway, trying to give you some advice about it. You shouldn't even trade it. I would wait till the PM session to even trade at all, if you do. But you can wait till Thursday even. But what I'm thinking is that regardless, they push down first. The dollar shoots down to wipe the buyers to balance it, and then maybe go back up. So if dollar does that, let me make this simple. I'm just talking here, okay? Nothing to marry. Let's just say it does this, right? For dollar, we come down with a big ass wick, right? With dollar, that's gonna push us. That's gonna push us all the way up first. It would make sense to wipe out liquidity. I don't know. It could be here. Could be here, right? We'll see. And then come back down. Okay? That would be the scenario I just gave you with dollar. For example, I mean, I'm not married to the dollar either. Fuck the dollar, to be honest. Or it shoots up, right? And then comes down. Let's we'll just do that for now. All right. So what does that look like here for us? That would look like that we come down, right? And then go back up. You got that? So that's really the only ideas that I would have. But fuck, I feel like it's gonna do a lot of damage tomorrow. We'll see. But and super easy, nice divergence. That was why I took the buy as well. That wasn't the only reason. That was the confirmation of taking the buy of what I took today, right? So divergence right there, pushes up. So is there anything else? I always forget something. Oh, Nvidia. We'll look at Nvidia since they're a big cap, but they gapped down, and that's what we all pushed down, and then they came back up, sealed it. It looks like they're on the way up. I mean, the thing is that these lows right here, they did take out that low. So I'm assuming that they're going up for this low, probably get into this, and that will obviously push us up. But I mean, we'll see, man. It's anybody's ball game here. And let me look down here. I don't know, man. The interest rates, the yields are kind of like topping out a little bit. They probably will shoot the fuck up. But I don't know. We might shoot down first with dollar. If that's the case, I think that we're gonna go straight up and then come down. Well, I don't know, man. This is anyone's ball game here, and I think I've said enough. Is there anything else I want to say? I always forget. I don't know if that little space right here is a factor. Right? Probably is. Right there. It looks like that needs to get hit. So I'll take this out. And that's a nice little pool too, I ain't gonna lie. What was the point of me giving this example today was that we were gonna come back up to wipe out the sellers. Just a simple fucking to me, price action, right? So I don't need to, be a rocket scientist to figure out who just made money. Ask yourself that question. Who just made money? I know this is very tempting and it's open wide, but we are sitting in the middle. Again, I would like for it to come down. I would like for it to get in here already, and get that shit over with if it does. But I don't know. This support is seeming strong. So you don't need to be in the market tomorrow. I don't, some of you traders think that you have to trade tomorrow, that tomorrow is going to encapsulate your entire life or something. It's like, no, bro, fuck tomorrow. Okay. Let it do what it's doing and give you a direction, and then you can trade structure and flow, order flow the way where it's going. I mean, you know what I'm saying? With this wick like that, that's hard. That's hard for the sellers. I'll tell you that. Look at that liquidity right there, yo. 1, 2, 3, 4 big highs on the daily chart. You got on the 4 hour 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we have what we have here. Man, that shit look like it's about to get ripped. This shit don't look clean anymore. They've already did what they needed to do. And remember, I told you this is that low that was gonna, you missed the boat, right? So I don't know. I think we're bullish on indices. We'll see. So you guys take care and God bless.